Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. 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 Music licensing reimagined.
What's up, boys? Episode 35.
35.
How do we feel about that new music?
That was really good music for you guys that saw that.
Fire.
Fantastic. Really, really good. Wow.
We are the Golf Kings live stream team. I'm Chris. That's Dave. That's Feeney and Mr. Sierra. We talk about your daily topics here going on in the golf world. Anything, really. We kind of get sidetracked a little bit, so
Always get sidetracked.
come hang out with us.
Is that mic on?
Participate in the chat.
I think it is,
We provide our input and our perspective on a lot of different golf topics and whatever may be going on in the world.
And there's a lot going on in the world these
The
days.
world,
just so you know
world,
right now.
the golf world,
The
the
worldwide world. You know what I'm saying?
WWW.
We were out here. It was a beautiful day today. Let me tell you guys something
Oh,
right now.
my
Vibes
goodness.
were high for the most part.
Anybody get out and play yesterday?
No, but how did you do?
Not good.
Oh, great. Okay. Anybody else? Floor's open.
I think we only had one winner last
That's it.
yesterday.
I probably should have been inside yesterday. I did not play well at all
Let's hear which was better, front or back nine?
The back nine was definitely better because I got a little warmed up a little bit. I don't know what it is. I can come in the simulator and feel so confident. And
We're starting early. Wow.
Just make sure the cameras are on when you're doing it.
yeah.
Wow, we're starting so early.
You know, you get used to playing on the mat all winter. And
I
then
know,
you go outside,
dude.
and it's hard to.
It's very.
Trans-
It's so humbling, man.
It is.
Oh my god.
I just tried to hit off the mats for I've been hitting outdoors a
Yeah.
lot more, and
Yeah.
trying to pick it clean and not bang my wrists up.
Yeah.
It's
a
an
switch.
adjustment
It's
for
definitely
sure.
an adjustment.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
But we got a hot lineup here tonight. The Q at Myrtle Beach
It was
was.
crystal clear.
It was.
Yeah,
We look great.
We look good.
Shout out to the cameras tonight. The queue at Myrtle Beach. Let's start right away. The queue at Myrtle Beach. Very good concept. Really great idea. They took it, they ran with it, they dropped it out of their back pocket halfway through the run. In terms of the video being posted and the way it was
couldn't-
posted and edited,
I couldn't agree more.
Oh my God.
The production was absolutely horrible.
it was dog shit.
And they could have done a lot of good things with it. And you know, I'm all for stuff like that because we are in the YouTube golf industry.
Right.
You know, it was a good platform to be like, all right, these are the guys that are top creators, top content makers.
Sure.
Let's make something out of it. And then it looks like none of the content creators had any input on production of that video.
It felt like watching like a Corn Ferry tour on a Thursday. Like just
It was so
walking and
boring.
following.
That
It
was the
really bad.
PGA Tour cracking the door to the YouTube guys, but not fully letting them in.
Yeah.
Well, that
you know.
it just shows how
So
out of touch PGA is with everything.
With what's relevant in like social media and the YouTube world in general.
Right.
And,
I
like
think
what's
the
appealing.
execution, I think they've recognized they have to get their hands around this because it's
Well, I
running
would
away
say-
without them.
Right. I would say most at this point, YouTube is almost more of a must-watch TV, if you want to call it that, than something at 8 p.m. on ABC.
And you know why? They show golf.
And it's right to the point.
Well,
too.
it's right to the point. There's no commercials.
No.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like-
that's the frustration right now you're getting from the viewership is less ads, more golf. I got to sit and listen to the CEO of the sponsored, name on the thing talk for 20 minutes about his donations and all his philanthropy. Just show me golf.
It's kind of the best of both worlds, the YouTube golf, because you're getting good golf with a majority of the channels, but you're also getting really good entertainment.
Yep.
Where with Bob Does Sports, who's the best in the business right now, I mean, Fat Perez throws darts. He has dart parties every time they play.
I love
and then
Fat
you got
Perez.
Joey Coldcuts, who's just an absolute heathen, just like me. I think him and I kind of resonate really well, even though we've never met. I'd like to meet you soon.
I'm gonna tell you why they can't totally resonate. These guys are sticks, dude. Like, granted, a Corn Ferry Tour guy won as he should. Let's be real here. Like, those are YouTube guys. But most of these guys shot in low 80s and some broke even into the 70s. Like
Yeah.
Danny Rappaport from Barstool, from Foreplay,
He competed.
shot a 76.
I
man.
was very
I mean, it's
surprised. I've
phenomenal.
never seen him play, but when I heard that he shot a 76, I was very
These
shocked.
guys are sticks, for
Yeah.
real.
The problem with the YouTube golf, I find, is that you have the PGA, who's really the best of the best, obviously,
Yeah.
right? The A League Tour, and they're shooting minus eights on rounds and stuff like that. And then you get to the you either want to see carnage or really good golf.
Right, mediocre.
The YouTube golf falls right in the middle there, so you need a lot of like color outside of the golf, which Bob Does Sports was great at. Commentating in between holes, giving you the side stories, talking about what they ate before.
Oh, dude,
like they
it's so
hammered
good.
they hammered Bojangles right before the event.
Well, that's what makes them relatable, right? That's what
Exactly.
draws you in because they're like me, but they're way better golfers.
Have you ever had
Oh, yeah.
Bojangles?
Never had Bojangles.
Have you ever
before.
had Bojangles?
No, it's a southern thing, right?
Never, ever, ever.
You have?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what is it? Like a burger joint?
No, it's chicken.
It's chicken.
Is it a glorified Popeyes?
Like a Popeyes,
what is
right?
it?
It's better than Popeyes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Checks the box.
But regional, right?
Great-
They're not.
Yeah, so we had it in South Carolina when
Yeah.
when I went to college, but great sweet tea.
Any Bojanglers out there?
Great
Give us some
Sweet-
feedback on the
sweet tea.
Bojangles.
Show us your Bojangles.
So
sweet tea and biscuits.
I tried to. I turned on the Q. When it came out, I think what is it? Wednesday,
Yeah, I
Tuesday,
think
Wednesday.
It was Tuesday, I think. Yeah.
So I turned it on. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna give this a real shot. And I'm like, oh, it started out cool. You get to meet some of the players, and then the golf started, and it was just nothing. And I was like, I'm grinding through 3 holes, and I'm like, this is boring.
Yeah.
There's nothing about this that makes me want to watch it. And I'm like, so here I am, and then Bob Does Sports releases their own episode, just Fat Perez and Bobby Burgers on his Bobby Fairway.
He was on the bag,
He was
yeah.
on the bag for him,
Dude.
and their production was so much better than
Sure.
that tournament.
Yeah.
And Fat Perez
So-
was at +8 at one point,
Did
and I was
they-
like, I'm having more fun watching this.
For
than-
sure.
yeah.
Did
For
they
sure.
not do it like they weren't mic'd up? Like so they can like go
No, it was like a regular. I mean, it was a regular broadcast, right? It was more like a PGA broadcast.
Yeah, so they were
Right.
mic'd up, but they weren't
Yeah.
mic'd up for the production of their
Right.
It was like there was.
See, like that's the crazy part
Yeah.
is you want these guys' personality, right? Like that's kind of what we talked about before.
Sure.
Like
So
Chris was saying, like the golf isn't good enough to be like, wow,
Right.
these guys are so much better, but it's not bad enough to be like, I just want to see a spectator get knocked out.
So what I understand this to be was a couple fronts to it. It was PGA obviously acknowledging the legitimacy of YouTube golf, right? But it was also the YouTube guys' chance to come out there and say, because all their comments, you watch YouTube golfers, it's how many takes, how many times did you do that? You know what I
Right.
mean? And these guys are going, no, a lot of these are first takes. Like we go out and play golf and we tape it, and then we
Yeah,
snip
there's
it
no
and edit
benefit
it.
into lying.
Right. So this was more like I think they wanted to come out there and play in a legitimate, not a joke, not a casual round, play in a PGA event for a chance to play. The background on this is giving these guys a chance to play in the Myrtle Beach Classic in a
Yep.
couple weeks. So it was a true PGA qualifying
Which is
event.
the same week as the event of the Wells Fargo Championship, and
Correct.
you were explaining to me before the stream that like the top 80 players will play. Like, can you break down how that works?
Sure.
out?
Yeah. So it kind of leads into a lot of these topics are doing a little bit of this action.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Some of the reaction of the PGA Tour was to elevate events, right? So they designated these elevated events throughout the year, more FedEx points, higher purses, but limited fields. Sounds a lot like Live, right?
Yeah.
Some of them are no cut if they're super limited fields because there's only 50 guys playing. What are you going to cut down? And then some of them are 75, but for those weeks, all those guys who don't make it, if it's the top, say 75 of the FedEx Cup points and previous winners and things like that, those other 150 guys have nowhere to play, so they have a secondary event. So it happened at the RBC. I think Billy Horschel won the Punta Cana Corrales Championship, sanctioned, real, legitimate.
Is this the
PGA.
first year that they're doing that?
They did it last year also.
Okay.
It was a.
Is it televised or
The secondary ones will usually find
on Golf Channel? Or?
Golf Channel while the main broadcast is on, and you'll
Okay.
get after hours coverage. They're usually different time zones wildly, so that
You
whether
can
it's
be
West
able to
Coast,
watch
East Coast,
both at the same time. If you
something
want
like
to.
that. But they've always done some version of this, just because there were always limited field events. There were just a few of them throughout the year. There's
Okay.
3, like the Players and things like that. Now with Live, they've made like 12 of these events throughout the year.
Gotcha.
So a lot of them will have a secondary event. So Myrtle is going to be a secondary event, legitimate field PGA players, and they were giving these guys a chance to qualify in. It was a Monday qualifier basically on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
And dude, to add on to the negativity of the queue at Myrtle, real quick, the fact that they made them all sign NDAs and then they come out with this garbage on YouTube is
Yeah,
just ridiculous.
it was a little rough.
Because I remember watching I listened to Brilliantly Dumb Show, which is Bob, Bear Down Cuz, and Joey Coldcuts, and Bob was talking about, he had to sign an NDA, and then like we can't say like who won, and I'm like, oh, maybe Perez won. Like it makes you really like look forward to it, and just absolute dog shit.
So I'll be the old not the curmudgeon, but the traditionalist here.
Mm-hmm.
It was a legitimate PGA sanctioned event, so there had to be some version
Some
of
structure.
Like, you gotta
some
you gotta,
professionalism, I guess, over
somebody's going to win this and go play in a legitimate PGA event.
I think it all goes back to Liv making a splash into the golf world, because
shaking it up.
this thing would have never happened if PGA wasn't, attacked. I would say,
yeah, and they're kind of
or
hurting.
challenged. Let me
Yeah.
say challenged.
Yeah, they're hurting. Yeah,
Yeah.
if they weren't hurting.
They have to acknowledge
TBH.
that the ratings are down. YouTube ratings are up.
Yep. Well, YouTube golf is great. I mean, how many people have cut the cord and just watch YouTube now, YouTube Red, or just any production on? Like, I always look
Like,
forward
it's-
to Bob Does Sports releasing stuff.
Sure.
Good golf. And you know what? The other good thing about this event, I was able to like understand where most of these players came from because I had no idea who some of these guys were.
Sure.
The guy who won ended up being a veteran of
Corn Ferry Tour.
of the Corn Ferry Tour.
Riz, to answer your question, what was his name?
Matt Atkins.
Yep, Matt
Matt
Atkins.
Atkins won in a playoff hole.
Against George Bryan, who I was sick about.
That was your guy.
That's my guy, man.
This is the third Bryan brother sitting right here.
Literally, I'm just the
adopted.
unknown Bryan brother who stinks at golf. Go on.
So why did they let this guy in if he's a? I thought it was made for like YouTubers
Because
and
he is
content-
technically.
Can we pause this conversation real quick and just show off the technology of TrackMan? Because
Oh.
Oh, yeah,
I've
dude.
been watching these guys warm up and being able to see their swing path and where their ball, like if their face is open, closed, where they're hitting
That is
it.
and that's at our Toms River location. So that's
It's
one of the new
just-
track,
Yeah.
man. Is what is it's called?
The IO.
the IOs.
No, the new it's swing impact or something is the new
impact video. Is what it said.
impact, yeah.
What the?
And it shows the face of the
Oh, it's
club.
flopping.
Yeah, it's
But
it's
like,
such a cool thing.
It's such a cool feature, and you can see. Okay, you. Son of a-
And take it away,
We'll come back to them. We'll come back to that.
Yeah.
So
but
does
yeah.
it show that during the round too? No.
No, that is coming though.
I was gonna
Eventually,
say,
that is
is
a
it
feature
just on the
range.
range?
Yeah,
Let's
just on
go
the range.
Trackman. Shout out Trackman.
Yes,
Our
making big
favorites,
things.
yo. Let's go Trackman. Fat President 81, not bad. Yeah, not bad at all, especially for him, man.
Whoa.
Honestly.
We got
Atkins,
a novel.
Settle down there.
Atkins appears frequently in Byron.
Yes.
Goes golf.
Yeah, exactly,
Okay.
Steve. That's why he was. So to answer the question,
Crashkins.
not only is he a
Crashkins.
he's not only just a KFT. That's his nickname, right? He's on the Bryan Brothers YouTube page.
Yeah.
He appears
Yeah.
frequently on there.
Which is funny how those two played at the end and they went neck and neck. So it just shows that George Bryan really can go
Shit to
compete.
bed in the last.
Yes.
on the last
okay.
hole.
Yeah. Don't twist the knife while you're at it. All right. I was rooting for that guy so hard. But
So
yeah.
for somebody asked about the results. So what ended up happening was George, right?
George,
George
yes.
Bryan had a 2-stroke lead on 18, put one in the water and bogeyed. Atkins birdied, made up the 2-stroke swing there, went to a playoff hole, and then Atkins birdied, and I think Bryan parred.
Yeah.
And that's how he.
Oh, so that was copy and pasted.
One.
Okay. So he just went and got that from the website. Thank you,
Yep.
sir.
Failure for plagiarism.
So we're going to keep running down this topic, but we are featuring the Commish tonight, playing in Bay 2 and Toms River tonight, playing in the league. So we'll get them on. They'll be playing in the background. We'll be talking our ears off. And
Make sure while you guys are at it, while you guys are liking, please make sure to subscribe
And if
to
anybody-
support the cause and support the motion because we are here every week, week in and week out. And we are putting out some of the best content for you
Yep.
guys. So make sure you guys
good
smash that
shot.
subscribe button.
I couldn't
This
agree
is
more.
stuff.
And if anybody has played in any of the leagues here at Golf Kings, those two dudes in the bottom corner there put it together
They
along
run
with
it every
Chris.
week. Yep.
They track all the scores.
Those are the guys, man.
When you don't log in correctly or you have a no partner, they do all the hard work to make sure the numbers
All the
are
coordination.
correct. Yeah, it's a lot of work, and we appreciate what they do because they do it for nothing.
absolutely
sir.
appreciate those guys. We are playing Oakwood Country Club. I know nothing about this course. Anybody got it?
Run this through my.
While he's looking that up, some of the other
Never heard of
players I got to,
Ow.
get familiar with. Look at this drive.
Ouch.
That's a good start for the boys.
A little hurt on her there, big dog.
Well,
There's our
260, Go down the
guy.
hill. Go down the hill.
Give me a 70 right now. No, give me the 69. Give it to me.
Oh my gosh, it's ball roll.
Are you kidding me?
No
It
69.
rolled sideways.
You know what? The golf
great
guys
shot.
just didn't want us to have fun tonight. Go on, Chris.
Yeah, so Matt Atkins beat George Bryan. Jay Card to third. High Point University alum. Made 39 starts on the Corn Ferry Tours. These guys they're like just right there.
They're
you
right
know?
there. There's
Yeah.
some dogs, man.
Yeah.
There's
This
some
is their
absolute dogs.
opportunity to try to make something out of nothing.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
Morgan Deenan, former Coastal Carolina University star, has made 3 PGA Tour event starts.
When did he go to Coastal? I've never heard of Morgan Deenan before.
Played Bayonne.
And I know everyone at
18.
Coastal.
The cruise terminal.
Oh, he's the champion and the Sun Belt champion in 2018.
I've never played the Bayonne Country Club. No, I have not.
No, I never played it live.
Where was that? Bayonne? I should.
Bayonne.
It's one of our customers. I'm trying to get in there this
Yeah?
summer. Yeah, I'll give you a rundown on that if I get in there. It should happen
Nice.
this summer.
Nice.
Peter Finch, based out of the UK, has more than 1.25 million subscribers and followers on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok.
Yep.
And
Peter
X.
Finch. I think he was the guy that slam dunked a hole in one on one of his videos. It's like one of the top YouTube golf shots of all time.
So there's a lot of Oakwood country clubs. Do we have a state by any chance?
Now you're asking too
Probably
many
if you look
Alright.
up on TrackMan. I'll tell
Yeah,
you.
you probably got to go.
All right. Yeah,
I'll go
yeah,
on
yeah.
to that.
I got you. Okay, keep talk amongst yourselves.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll see who finds it first.
Grant Horvat. We all know who Grant Horvat is. Started a good golf.
Missouri.
A lot of,
Missouri.
So he's a Jersey.
Damn it.
Yeah. He's a Jersey guy.
Is he really?
Grant?
Yeah, I got to do a little research into this, but my mother-in-law somehow knows him.
Really?
A neighbor of somebody was like,
Grant's
"You
a
see that?"
Jersey guy?
It's either him. What's the other guy's name? Not
Well, you got Grant, you got Garrett. I don't
Luke Kwan.
Luke Kwan.
He played in it as
pretty
well.
sure it's-
He
I'm
played
pretty
on the
sure it's
Corn Ferry
Grant Horvat.
Tour. Maybe Bubby?
No, I'm pretty sure it's Grant Horvat.
Is
I'm
it
going to find out.
actually? Yeah.
These
Okay,
guys
good
are
deal.
awesome. Micah Morris. He's another member, right? I
Yeah.
feel like I seen him on Good for a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
bit.
So Micah was
Yes.
on Good for a long time. He left Good and kind of proclaimed that he was gonna, doing his own thing,
Good
working
looking
on his
dude, right?
stud.
Strikingly
Yeah,
good looking.
strikingly handsome. But to make a long story short, left Good. Said it was for individual purposes, and ended up kind of going. Then he went with TaylorMade and then Grant left Good. So those two kind of teamed up together and made a bunch of videos. And now Micah is shooting 80s on the Q.
Yeah.
And
He has
telling
another
his
one.
telling his ball to sit like a dog. All
Another
day
one who
long,
has a
so-
million subscribers.
Yeah,
That's awesome, man. These guys never have to play golf. They probably make more money making content than they are in the
I love
PGA
Micah
Tour.
though. I bought his
Yeah.
coffee once.
Did you really?
Good coffee. Good coffee.
Turk Pettit, 2021 NCAA Division I men's golf individual champion. Played at Clemson.
Stud. Did they par or birdie that hole?
They are even. They parred the first hole.
Dog.
Dan Rappaport. I'm sure that's a
Dog.
Barstool.
I mean,
Dave's favorite.
Dog.
Look at Dave.
Dave's not a fan of Dan.
I'm not a fan of Barstool.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
All of Barstool?
Yeah, we know.
No. Tell me about this.
I like D-Rap. I like the four play guys.
You're not a Portnoy
Seem
guy?
like good dudes.
I do not like most of the foreplay guys.
Really?
I'm not a big fan of.
I-
some-
I-
Riggsy and
love-
I'm not a big fan of Riggsy at all. When I watch them play against Bob Does Sports,
what about Trent?
I like Trent. I'm a Trent,
Trent
guy.
seems like a regular.
Trent's like a
down-to-earth
regular,
guy.
genuine guy. But when they played Bob Does Sports last year, and just the amount of shit they were giving Fat Perez for him being big and waking up late and
Fat
all this,
shaming.
and they were shitting on him all day, and he went and threw.
You're a fat
darts.
sympath-
Stuck it to him?
You're a
They
fat
stuck it to
sympathizer.
him.
I love Fat
Oh, I
Perez.
am.
I'm such a
Yeah.
Fat Perez fan.
Yeah, I'm a huge.
All
but
right, wait. We gotta go. Wait.
I don't mind Frankie.
I need to know. Frankie, I thought was the most obnoxious out of all of them, but
I don't mind.
I got to know what's the Barstool beef because this might send us over the edge if we can poke the bear here a little bit.
Why not?
I just hate.
This is like Opie and Anthony versus Howard Stern. You know what I mean?
I hate. Yeah, except where.
Wow, you got a fan. No one hates El Presidente more than him. Maybe you guys can.
El Presidente. I don't mind Dave.
I don't mind Portnoy.
I hate his shtick. I hate him. He blew up because of his employees, and I
Sure.
can't stand him posting a 4-minute video of him just reaming out
Shitting.
his employees.
Right.
And I get it, like that, like Mincy, whatever the fuck his name
Yeah,
is.
they fired him and brought him right back.
Right,
though.
like
But it's all for
it's
all
all
for the-
shtick,
yeah,
and to me,
yeah.
it's just
Yes.
like, oh, like I could play a miserable fuck too, and I do it pretty well, I think.
play.
I think you live it, my man.
Play and live.
But
Nah.
that's
no,
not
I've
true.
seen Dave at a good time.
I was gonna say I've hung out.
It's
with
off
Chris.
camera.
I've hung out with Chris multiple times. We've traveled once, kind of twice in Philly, and we have a good time. But like to me, like his shtick of like, let me just destroy someone on camera, post it, embarrass them.
I get it.
Just like, come on, dude. Like, do you need to do it? But again, like that's what makes him
Him.
popular.
The commissioners just firing darts.
They are.
Yeah.
It's not a good look, honestly. It really isn't.
Like I would hate to work for
Not
a
the
guy,
commish.
but
No, the commission looks amazing.
Yeah, Commissioner.
But I guess like I don't know what those guys make, but I guess if I was
Barstool doesn't make money, right? They lose money every year.
Do they?
I have no idea.
I heard when Dave sold it to whatever Penn,
He
whatever.
bought it back for $1.
Yeah, but I think because they were losing money every year. I don't know what
Because
they're
they
doing
bought
now.
in for $400 million. Like, what is Dave in for? I mean, what's their initial investment? Probably next to nothing.
It was probably his
right?
MacBook that his parents bought him
Exactly.
in
So
college.
yeah, I mean, they're maybe not worth the $500 million Penn paid for it.
Like I
Yeah.
appreciate how you literally started from your dorm room college.
Their DraftKings contract alone's got to be stupid money.
Yeah,
Stupid
the
money.
betting site.
But
right?
like he's just an asshole. Like you just don't do that to people, even if it is shtick and it's like, hey, like this
Yeah.
is just going to be a camera thing.
I can't
you just
get-
don't. You just don't do that to people that made you successful and live the life that you're
Yeah,
living.
I guess maybe I was mistaking your hatred for Barstool is really.
But I don't think like
because I like a lot of those
like
characters.
I've like read like a lot of their actual like sports articles, and I think like most of their opinions are just bad.
Yeah.
Because to me, a lot of their shtick as well is like, let me say something so outrageous
Yep.
that like may or may not stick.
Yep.
But like, let me just get the headline out there.
There-
Like
yeah.
it's very similar to like, at the end of the day, like a Fox News or CNN, whatever. you
Yeah,
know, I'm
just
gonna-
for headlines.
I'm gonna put a crazy headline
Understood.
out there.
It's clickbait.
But I
Right.
think
It's
so.
all clickbait.
And to me, it's just like,
So what drew me in about Barstool? Because same thing. I would read some articles. I'm like, they can't write. It's not like the type of sports reading I want to do. I want to
Right.
hear.
no, it's like
facts.
if you or I wrote that, or
Yeah,
Connor wrote it, or
it's
Dave
like
wrote
People
it.
those magazines at the supermarket. When you're checking out,
Yeah.
it's all that type of stuff. What got me was their characters. Like when they do these events and they do these fun challenges.
I think some
and
of the
things.
guys are fun. Like I think Jersey Jerry's funny. Like Big Cat seems like a good dude.
Yes.
But
Yeah,
like at the end
agreed.
of the day, like
It's all Dave's.
I just can't get. Yeah, it's all Dave's, and I
Must be a
just
Dave thing.
can't. Yeah, we're all
Yeah.
assholes. We're all miserable.
You can't there's only room for one Dave in this room.
Yeah, being a Dave must
One
be
Jewish
tough,
Dave,
brother.
especially. You know,
Yeah, he's proud.
He's
He
probably
is
Jewish
proud.
too.
he's 100% Jewish.
He
Are you
is.
really?
Yeah, he is.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Yes.
oh yeah.
I learned more in this chat than I do. in
You sure
the rest of the
do.
week.
Let's go to school, baby.
So okay, we're moving on from Dan Rappaport. The other two players were Fat Perez, which we spent a lot of time talking
Frankie
about.
Borelli though from Foreplay, big Islanders guy.
Yes,
The
he
Long
is.
Island guy.
Huge
Really?
Islanders guy.
Huge. Dad owns a bar, I think, and
A
Yeah.
pizza shop, and every Islander
Yeah.
game they party.
yeah, they do.
Party,
Well,
party hardy.
not lately, but
Scott Stevens, 21 Corn Ferry starts.
defenseman for the New Jersey Devils.
The New Jersey Devils best captain ever.
And then there was Jamie Wilson. A female played in this? No, right?
Jamie can go
No.
either way.
Yeah, Jamie's kind of my fault. No. Brush it off.
Former all SEC golfer at University of South Carolina.
They're nice.
And Tyler Watts, the high school sophomore from Huntsville.
Wow.
Yeah.
How's about the Russell
for him.
Miles again putting up? He didn't make the cut, but he was 4 under through
Dude.
2 rounds. The kid that
That kid is a
he played on
stud.
Corn Ferry. Remember the
Yeah.
15-year-old kid that
He made the cut last week.
he made
or
the
2
cut,
weeks ago.
finished 25th.
Yeah.
Did he play in this?
Played in this week. He was 4 under. Missed the cut. The cut was like -8. I mean, but he shot 4
Dude,
under in 2 rounds. Like
crazy.
at 15 years old from the tips.
They could use Connor McDavid.
I didn't know.
Facts.
I'd be honest with you. I had no idea who Connor McDavid was until last week.
Stud.
Until I was in the middle of a huge debate on if he's the GOAT or not. So,
young stud.
Connor McDavid, as in
best hockey
hockey
player
player?
ever. Yes.
I wouldn't say ever, but okay,
But who? I didn't know who he was.
Best
until-
player in the league right now.
100%.
Yeah.
Not even close,
Stud.
apparently. And I've been told not even close.
You
to
know
ever.
why? Because he plays at 10 o'clock at night every night. That's the problem.
Right.
He plays for the Oilers.
Plays for the Oilers.
Yeah.
I got a buddy who's a diehard Oiler fan. I see him every morning with black circles under his eyes. He's like, that Oilers game last night.
Kid
Yeah,
that went to North
rough.
got traded to the Oilers. He's my age, Cam Dineen.
Really?
Yeah, he was with the Coyotes. He was in the. He was
Related to the Denines? Isn't that like a hockey family? Kevin Dineen?
probably. I know Colby Dineen and Cam Dineen. Cam Dineen's my age, and he
Kevin
went.
Dineen, I think, played for
He went to Arizona right out of high school. He got drafted, and he made his debut in like 2021.
hockey in Arizona,
Yeah, hey, there's got to be ice somewhere, right?
huh? There sure is.
Yeah, hey, come on.
So where do you want to see, like, after the Q? Like, what? They're probably going to hold more events. They just have to have better production. Like, where do we want to see it go?
It's not going to be a PGA affiliated. I'm going to tell you that right now.
No, they lost
one of-
that.
If you're, I mean, they're going to do
Holy
it.
I think one of those guys will be
These guys are
smart
bombing
enough,
it.
or
Yeah.
multiple guys will be smart enough to realize, like, hey, we have a production team of 40 guys because
Yes.
we can all combine our production
Yes.
team and we can make this into
The,
something.
the thing about it is you'll never get a PGA event to be produced the way you see those. It's just too many people on the course at one time.
Right.
Like, now they're doing the featured groups, which is a great thing. Like, you go on ESPN Plus or some of these streaming
I love
services.
the all ESPN
You
Plus
can watch
stuff.
2 or 3 different groups with like real good coverage. You
I
get
see
the
that
walk and
comes
talks,
around.
like you hear the caddy golfer banter
Right.
and stuff like that. That's a thing, and it's
but
around
like that's
now.
how
But
like
you
I want
can't
it
do
to
it
be
on the
like,
whole tournament.
Like the match, like maybe it's starting to get a little like meh. Who really cares about the match at this point? But when that was like first starting out, it was cutting edge to be able to talk to the guys on the course
Sure.
and them. You know,
Yeah, we're still trying to figure out how to do that here.
Right, right.
Crazy.
But
There's a middle ground there, right? So you can't do it for a full field 150
But-
person event.
right, but that
But
right,
2 people is too much dead air. Like they both hit a ball, and then you got 3 minutes of them driving up to their ball, and like you
know
get
what,
Charles
though?
Barkley talking
But if-
more than
It
anything.
depends on the person, though. Like I saw a thing where it was like years ago where Wesley Bryan was still on tour and he was playing with Bubba, and they were mic'd up their entire round and they were just smack talking each other and
the
like
commish.
playing like match play against each other. So he was, and Wesley's like, stroke play or match play? Bubba's like, oh, what am I up right now? He's like, yeah, you'd be up in stroke play, but I'd be up in match play.
Well, I
He's like, all right,
saw-
let's do stroke play.
I saw a thing the other
Funny.
day on I don't know if it was, I think it was on Instagram. And it
Depends.
was a clip of a basketball, like I don't know, 3 minutes of a basketball game where there was technical difficulties and there was no commentators. It's the best basketball I ever watched.
Oh, really?
Hearing the ball bounce, the audio was on inside the stadium. You just didn't have the voice over
Okay.
like the commentators, and it was like sitting in a gym and watching a basketball.
It's like
game. And it was
ASMR.
like I would like put golf on with nobody talking about it, and let me just watch those guys walk and
That's
talk.
what the cue was, and it annoyed the shit out of me.
Yeah.
There was no.
Well, there's
It's just so boring, and I'm like,
there.
If golf was
And
high flying, then maybe it would be
if they
more
were
entertaining.
shooting 10 under, maybe it would have been watchable.
Yeah.
But it was like miss putt after miss putt after miss putt, chipping and like hitting off the green, and it just wasn't.
I think
like,
instead of them making it like an actual like PGA Tour event and like just watching them play and that's it with like not too much like input or like commentary, they should have like mixed in like the backstory for each person and then like them talking about themselves. Like if they were highlighting Fat Perez and while he's going around with his round and like showing his shots, they could still show his round, but like make it quicker, show quicker highlights, and then be like, oh, I grew up here, and then Bob talks about him, and then other guys talk about him.
I think those
just
guys.
give Bobby the mic and let him run because
I mean,
he
at
can
this-
improvise
at
so
this
good.
point,
But
he
you know
is
what?
the best.
I
Bro.
think they were legitimately trying to win. That's
No,
a different-
yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's the other part of it. They weren't
wanna be
being
on the
themselves,
PGA.
right?
Right, but
Like,
when it comes to not during the round, but in like production side, like get them to talk about themselves and then put it in mid round, so
Sure.
you're not just staring at them, hitting a bad shot here and there and just not.
NBC, if you're looking for a new producer, I got your guy.
Yeah.
His resume's already typed up.
Sure is.
But I went back and watched Fat Perez's round on Bob Does Sports YouTube account, and that even though he played bad, that was so much more watchable than the regular Q coverage.
So did they have their own camera guys, or were they
They
doing
had
it on
their
their phone?
So everybody who played had their own
Production.
home production team
Yep.
doing the filming, and then obviously they did their own editing. They couldn't release it until this got
Sure.
out. Yet,
Was
but
it
then-
Jet or was it what's his name? the other
Ticket?
guy? Was
I
it
think
Jet or Ticket? Was it Ticket?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I love that group, man.
Dude, they're on top of the world right now. I mean, how can you not support a group like that? They're
I would
fantastic.
So I mean, does this evolve into, full streaming versions of golf outings with people that people want to watch? Like, because I just happened to see today, Patrick Mahomes is hosting a golf outing right now.
There's going to be I mean, we're actually competing with those guys right now, right? In the golf content.
But
area.
one of the best tournaments I watch all year long is the one they do out in Tahoe. Steph Curry, American Century Classic out there.
It's the one that's almost
Steph and Tony Romo.
Right, it's like a pro-am.
like to me it's
he's just
I would almost
Aaron
rather
Rodgers.
I'd rather watch
I love
that
Tony Romo.
than honestly the Masters, but that's because of that's
Sure,
my
he's
personal-
got a
But
very-
it appeals to a much wider audience, right?
Like I
punchable
care
face.
to watch Steph Curry.
I'll punch
and
him right now.
Tom Brady and Pat McAfee and AJ Hawk
Yeah.
play
Yeah.
rather than some dude that I've never heard of.
And it scratches 2 itches there. For the golf nerd, I can appreciate watching Steph Curry play at the level he plays because I'm going, that's legit golf right
he's
there, right?
he's like a scratch, right?
He's
Or is he
he's
better
a
than
plus.
scratch?
I think he's
He's
a
a
plus
plus.
2 or something like that. But Marty Fish, like, is this former tennis player. He's like perennially up there.
Tony Romo's
Tony
up
Romo tried to qualify for a Corn Ferry event. Like there's a lot of good stuff
I
there.
love Tony Romo.
God, I hate Tony Romo.
He's the worst.
He's got such a punchable nose, man.
He is the
He's got a
most.
beautiful
He's got one
swing,
coming.
though.
No, I'm just
He's
kidding.
the most overrated announcer.
And the
in
most overrated
entire
quarterback
world.
of all
I've
time
been
in the
saying
entire
it's-
universe.
All right, boys, settle down now. Settle down.
No.
Everybody
No.
everybody just settle down here. Right?
I'm so ready to brawl about Tony Romo.
because he's a butthurt Cowboy fan.
and a terrible
man.
Cowboy quarterback.
All right,
Couldn't
all
do
right. It's a new
anything.
generation.
The new generation
So the-
will want the same owner and the same
So
quarterback.
the other itch that the American Century Classic scratch is
popcorn
for the
ready.
casual fan who wants to see celebrities and people they know and recognize.
Right.
So it's like the best of both worlds.
Like
Everybody
my-
can enjoy
like
it.
my wife will watch it because she knows.
Horrible announcer. Thank you, Suze. Dude, Suze. One time for the one time.
I love
God,
Romo
Tony
as an
Romo.
announcer.
Get your popcorn ready. That's my team. That's my quarterback. God, I loved watching him lose in the playoffs. Oh, man. All right, anyway. Yeah,
was I
this
gonna
one's going towards the card path.
Played
That
in a
second
league-
swing isn't
Oh,
going to help.
these boys are falling apart quick.
No.
I
They're
played
fine.
in a league. Steve played in a league last week with a guy who was getting six strokes in 9 holes, who's a legit +4.
How's that happen?
It's impossible. I don't even know.
Unleash.
You're plus 4.4. You don't get any strokes. You're
You're
giving
giving
strokes.
everyone strokes.
Yeah.
Giving them out like candy canes at Christmas. Like
Yeah.
that, everybody gets strokes. Oprah, you get a stroke.
Ah, it was me. Yeah, it sure was, brother. Come on, one time. God.
So going for YouTube golf and all that. Oh, no. Uh-oh.
what is happening?
Rut-row. It didn't
But
even make a splash.
It's going to be an interesting concept when Rory and Tiger unleash
Oh,
their.
he hit the bulkhead and bounced back. Oh, God. Interesting.
They have to take a drop.
That looked like a very good bulkhead. Some new screws just went in there last week. Held that thing
Oh, no,
up
they-
pretty
they don't
good.
drop.
Did you
Doink.
mow grass tonight? What'd you do?
I did not mow Guay. I had to. I had to pick up bulk trash around town. It was brutal.
Anybody leave a
Look great,
fiver
though.
like taped to the
I wasn't
to the
even
bed frame?
I wasn't even looking at anything that anybody left out. I was
My
just
mom used to
taking
tell
and
me that
throwing.
once in a while. Like if you put something heavy in the trash, put like a $5 bill out there. They're gonna throw it out.
A guy did tip us today. He gave us a 20 because they had like all their stuff out at their curb,
Oh, D.
and it was they helped, and the guy's cool.
Do you have to pay? Not pay. Do you have to call ahead for pickup, or you just drive?
No,
around the
so
streets?
what happens is I'll make this brief because this is boring stuff. But
No, this is what I find interesting.
really,
I'm over the queue.
you want to get into the sanitation topic? I'll talk about sanitation all day. 'cause
I'm over
I've been
Q.
in that. Okay, so in our town, we're
I got
basically
you,
a grid. Beechwood is a grid, and we're broken up into 4 zones, A through D. And what happens is once a week, every Monday, the bulk trash is picked up in one specific zone, and you could just put it out the night before. People put it out weeks ahead, but our code enforcement.
It's always on a
should.
Monday.
And bulk trash could be pretty
It
much
could be
anything.
couches, stockade, fence. It could be wood. It could be a
He's
dresser.
naming everything he picked up
It could
today.
be metal. It could be rigid plastic.
So you can put out like a grill and you guys take.
Yeah, you put out a grill.
No
We
propane.
take it. No propane.
Yeah,
you have to take
Ooh, it
propane
got
out.
of it.
We have a
you got
metal
out of it
truck.
too good.
But yeah, it was a shit show, and then people have nasty cans out, and then it just stinks, and then it's just like not a good time. It's not a good vibe.
And it was hot as hell today.
Yeah,
was,
but you
yeah.
know what? It's
was
it's my
humid.
kind of weather
It
because
was
I like
humid.
sweating and shaving off a few pounds in the hot weather. So
All
how
right,
you
so
doing?
you got it in today.
How you doing? God, you pressed that button one time.
So
But yeah.
So I'm going to clarify what Steve said because that was crazy. So they only used the first 2 weeks of the playing in their league. So he probably sandbagged for 2 weeks.
Oh,
Put up 2
no,
shit
no.
scores.
Sandlot Sandbagger. Are you kidding me?
You don't have a drop? Like, if you're a 4-4 every round of the year and you get to establish 2
You
weeks.
still have to check somebody's gin. Like even if you're doing
like
it
you
that
can't
way.
drop more than, like, let's say 2 strokes or whatever in the first 2 weeks. Like, this hasn't been
No
fair.
chance. Shot 4 under.
Yeah, I'd email your prez too.
Call Portnoy. He'll help you out. Call the Presidente.
Where is my man Dave?
Let's get him on a call.
I wonder if we
He's
say his
he
name
played
enough,
already.
we'll fit in the algorithm.
Yeah, if we post the
Portnoy.
clip, yeah, that algorithm will blow us up.
We'll just
Like
get
if-
fed
like
of
if-
his algorithm.
Right, like if Connor says like Portnoy hate, I bet you it blows up.
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
We get a cease and desist.
pretty
Right.
much. Yeah, from
Right.
yeah, and that's really breaking down. Yeah, what do you
When
want to
you-
bully a small YouTube channel? What do you think you're a tough guy?
When you
Yeah,
when you
come on.
want to come in next week and it says Golf Kings by
There's a chain on the door.
Barstool Sports.
Yeah, Golf Kings presented by Barstool. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, what if he came in and sponsored the stream? You still gonna hate him?
Yes.
That's you know what? That's respectable though.
Sure.
He doesn't fold.
I would say it to his face.
Yeah, you're on your own on that one.
And you know what? He would respect that. He would.
No, he didn't bail. He played at 6 p.m., so he's done already. So Capel's all done playing golf. But
right.
anyways, jumping into the next topic, this newly created, profit PGA Enterprise thing is kind of interesting to
It is.
they combat the live money a little bit. Having it all be under one roof. I'm not quite sure how it works. I'm hoping Danny can spew some knowledge on us and get us all educated.
Yeah.
But I found it very interesting that we just gave Tiger Woods
Get in.
another $100 million.
Oh.
Wow, great.
Great shot. Great shot.
Oh, give a little soundboard. Give a little clap for the young fella right there. Yeah, give a little clap there. Really, really good. I have to relieve myself.
Should have been a manual rewrite saying he's a 6 for 9, a 16 stroke difference, 18 is off.
Yeah, yeah.
Something's
We're
wrong,
with
man.
you, bro.
You're in
Listen,
you're
if
in
you
a
need
shiesty league.
if you need support there, let us know. We'll write a letter on your behalf.
Yeah.
He just got his funny bone.
Ooh, not fun. Gotcha.
Funny bone, not funny.
What are you doing?
I have to relieve myself.
Are we going to half price apps? What are we doing?
Don't talk about heartbeat without me. All right.
Give Scotty all the money. There you go, Suze. So it's coming to a head. Seems like this is drawing a lot of attention.
Yep.
Right. So
Wait, real quick, heart
Yeah.
rate check. Before
Okay.
Connor's out. We're gonna do this every time Connor leaves. But keep going. I'm sorry.
68 beats per minute. I'm down 5 from last week. Getting
boy.
better.
My wife said 83 was way too high.
83 was extremely high.
Nah, we're not doing anything other than talking right now. We've just been sitting. We don't run laps. We don't work
See,
out.
now I'm up to 79.
89.
Bro,
Yeah.
you are.
What is
Yeah.
wrong with me? 85.
All right, 71. 71. I'm dropping. Hold on.
Dude, what is wrong with me?
Woosah.
64.
89.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah, you get jacked up though.
92.
No.
You know what it is?
Dude, I'm not kidding.
Well, now you're just staring.
So
at it. That's what it is.
while Connor's out of the room, I think this might be attributed to the Alpha Brain that we
Hey, we're sponsored by Alpha Brain tonight. And
Joe
I'm up to
Rogan.
92.
Where you at on it?
94.
Yeah, no, I'm leveling off in the low 70s.
I'm going up 93.
Yeah, because you're getting upset by looking at your heart rate. You're bringing up your own heart rate.
This is bad. Does it ever stop? Oh, it stopped at 90.
It stops when you turn it up. No.
Yeah.
And climbing?
90. All right.
68. See, I'm chilling. There we go.
Man, I'm going to drop
Bro,
dead
you're
in
gonna
here.
be dead soon.
That's all right. I lived a
Steve,
great
what's
life.
your heart rate looking like? Come on, you told us. What'd you say? You were sitting at like 46 last week?
I was at 90. I just finished at 90. I hold the record right now.
94.
Seuss said you're fine. Dr. Seuss. Wow.
Wow.
Just stumbled right into that one.
Yeah.
Dr. Seuss says you're fine. You're not resting when you're talking. I can get behind that
I don't
logic.
know,
Yeah.
dude. That's pretty
Love
high.
it.
Yeah, but why are you guys in the
Get in.
70s and I'm 20 higher?
Well,
and
don't
I'm
put
doing
me in the
same
70s.
thing?
I'm 64, baby.
Yeah, but you're leading this. You got buttons to press over there. You got all sorts of things.
Yeah,
going
but I
on.
love doing this. I look forward to this all week. We hanging out.
That's
with you guys.
why. So you're getting excited.
58.
You love it. Love makes the heart beat faster.
Yeah.
Seuss said elite heart rate. I think that's what that is.
Yeah, again, I saw Seuss's setup and where he's sitting right now. That's like
It's
full
elite.
on relax
There
mode.
must be no games to bet on right now.
No, it's still early. That's the
Or he's
problem.
winning everything. There's Nicholas.
It's the first quarter. That's the
68.
Get in,
Good job,
get in.
Nick.
Oh.
Oh, no, stop. Uh-oh.
We got bad news.
Here, we got bad news.
Really bad news.
What? Why is it every time I leave, there's something that I miss? Let's hear it. Hold on, let me sit down.
Wait, can you guess Chris's heart rate?
Right now?
Yeah.
Do I need a drink to guess it? Like, dude.
I probably should have
Is that an excuse to drink?
Yes, you need a drink. Blame me. I told you.
He's sick.
What is your guess, Connor?
Hold on.
I'll take a Miller Lite.
Will you?
Yeah.
With that kind of heart
Is that
rate?
a good idea?
I need one. Need some blood thinners.
Hold on, hold on.
Smoke some weed or something, dude.
Is that all we have left?
I will hold it with my Golf Kings koozie.
Oh, baby.
Currently
Get
broad-
yourself a koozie at Golf Kings.
Currently broadcasting
free.
out of the Brick location.
Yes. So,
One of 3 locations at your convenience.
Cheers, boys.
Nobody called you healthy just fine.
I'm going to say your heart rate right now, your BPM
Yep.
It can't be above 100, can it?
It's not above 100.
Okay, thank God. Because
But it ain't that far
I
off.
saw 155. I saw 155 in the chat, and I got scared.
At 10:30, I'll be at 155.
Was that the
'cause
fourth quarter?
Is it Lakers playing tonight? He's a big LeBron.
Yeah.
sector.
Oh God, 92.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right about
it was
there.
90.
No way.
It was at 92, and it dropped to 90 last second.
As he was watching it, it was
Oh,
climbing.
is this OB?
Chris,
I don't know, man. I love life.
do you need a shoulder rub, or will that get you a little more excited?
I think my chest is pulling right now. No,
Do you smell toast?
Brother.
no, not yet.
Smell toast.
Is that a sign
Yeah.
of a heart attack?
I actually think that's a seizure, but
Whoa.
yeah.
Stroke.
Whoa,
something.
whoa.
Stroke, right? yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Everybody says
We're all good, baby. If
No.
I go out, I'm going out sliding into home head first.
Attaboy.
You want to talk about a
Attaboy.
guy that hustles? First of all, before you go out, can you move this damn metal bar so I don't hit my elbow again?
Move it down. Slide it down. Just push. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
He moved all that bulk furniture today, all that bulk garbage.
By the way, how are we liking
God.
the new layout here, the new format?
How about this little?
I think it looks fantastic.
I would never be a good weatherman.
You guys
'cause
wanna hear
You
some
gotta like
scores?
reverse things, but
I'm down to hear scores. Guys, this is your weekly Golf Kings
Oh, we didn't do our
score
bets.
updates. We did not do our bets. We'll associate those next week.
we're gonna
This
do
is-
CJ Cup picks though.
This is your weekly Golf Kings score updates for
right.
all sports
We need
around
like
the
a
league.
chime to lead into this.
Yeah.
Celtics
I'll add it to the list.
are leading 53-36 against the Heat at halftime.
Yeah, that's a given.
Right.
15-12 at the middle of the first quarter. 5
Doesn't
minutes
matter.
left in the first quarter. Thunder
Yeah.
Pelicans.
That was the final score in my son's basketball game. 15-12.
Panthers are leading the Lightning with 3 minutes left in the second period. If Panthers win tonight,
3-1, right?
that series is over.
Yeah. Brooks
Yankees.
Koepka, huge Florida Panthers fan.
Really?
Yes.
No one.
That ball is hooving down the fairway. Holy cow.
Didn't he bring like the
What a
What
shot.
tournament did he win last year? And he brought it to the playoffs.
The
And they were all
PGA.
drinking out of it.
Right, what
PGA
did he-
Championship.
Yeah, that's right. I know what you're talking
The
about.
New York Yankees are losing 1-0 to the
Jesus.
Royals.
Loser.
Are we kidding?
Bottom-
Gotta
bottom
be
of the
early on.
eighth.
Oh, wow.
The Mets playing?
Mets are tied 1-1
Cubbies, right?
to the Cubs, bottom of the eighth.
Okay.
And that's really it.
Nothing much really going on tonight, right?
Nah.
Yeah, after the the Rangers series is over.
When did they lock it up? They swept?
4-0, yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
They're good, man.
They're not good.
Yeah. So now we got to wait for the Islanders to lose.
They just ran into a team that doesn't care to play because Ovechkin only cares about getting to his goals.
TJ Oshie. You like Oshie?
You mean the guy that got knocked out by a cheap hit to the head by a
He was
fucking-
playing last night.
That a guy that plays 6 minutes and has 12
Listen,
minutes of penalty
Listen,
minutes?
it's not a cheap hit if you're 4 feet taller than everybody and your elbow just happens to hit everyone in the face.
Right, and you leave your feet, and yeah, you're right. Yep.
Next to the shit. Porzingis got hurt. How do you get what's he like, sick? What's a non-contact injury?
ACL.
Yeah. Good point.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that one hit like a ton of bricks.
Wow.
Hit me like a hurricane.
It's ACL and everybody just goes, ooh.
Did we get through all our scores already?
Yeah,
That was
there
it.
wasn't much going on.
Rangers always find a way to shit the bed. I can't argue with that
They do.
until they
I
don't.
don't know. What these guys are. What happened to these boys?
So,
Oh, man.
Power of the stream.
what are they, one over?
Yeah, one over. Not
All right,
too
it's
bad.
not a bad round.
Not too
a bad
shabby.
round. That being said, coming up soon, right after this tournament ends, we'll be taking on the under par challenge in a 4-man scramble. We're going to aim to try to actually
Yes.
break 30.
We're going
right?
to try to break 30 in a 4-man scramble.
9-hole 4-man
9-hole.
scramble.
We are breaking 30.
Do you think we could break 30 in the sim?
Absolutely. I believe in it.
What yard? Like, should we play from the whites, the tips?
Tips.
Or- You don't play from the tips?
Absolutely.
I don't think
Then
we're
30 's
breaking
not
30.
happening.
I think we're breaking 30 from the tip.
I think we have a
Oh,
chance at
God.
whites. I don't think I have a chance at tips.
It depends on the course.
You got to stay like 65, 67.
Yeah, 65 to 68.
You can't
Tips,
break
you're talking
7.
like
Yeah, you can't break
7,500
7,000
yards.
Yeah, no,
We can go play the tips at a course that's like 67, 68.
Why don't we try it at whites first, and if we crush it, then we go to the tips.
Why don't we do that? Then why don't we do reds, whites, blues, tips? You know what I'm saying? Like upgrade ourselves. When we break 30 from the
You want to
shortest
start at
tees.
the kids' tees?
Yeah, well, if we break 30 from the shortest tees, then we move on. And if we don't break 30 from that next tee, then we have to keep trying.
Punishment.
Oh,
Then we got to do it with a
Oh,
dog
man.
collar.
Seuss, what's your
I
take?
can't. Hey,
Do
come
you
on now.
think? Remember when? Who was? Oh, Paul Pierce.
Said just the tip.
When he
You mean the truth?
cramped up,
truth.
and everyone said that he shit himself.
No,
when they had to wheelchair him out,
and then he came back.
and he came
Well,
back.
I think
he
he was
shit
just he was trying to have his Bernard King moment. That's what that really.
You don't think he? Because the rumor is that he shit himself.
We think he pooped his pants.
Right, and that he
He
couldn't.
went boom boom.
He couldn't stand up because it would fall out, so he had to get wheelchaired out.
Is that the conspiracy? I
That's the
never
conspiracy.
ever heard that theory.
Go.
By the way, that shithole they just had, they parred it.
Yeah,
That
Yeah,
because
they
they're still
put it
they're
within
still
10.
+1.
Yeah,
It's
they
a
put it-
scramble and a half, huh?
Yeah.
crazy.
That's for real.
Them boys are going.
All right, so back it up.
Man shit himself on the court.
Man, really just could not hold it in, man. Unbelievable.
Zeus is so great in the chat.
We got to go back and
This is a
replay
menace,
that.
bro.
There's got to be some proof.
Pull it up.
What do I type in? Shit in the court?
Paul Pierce.
Paul Pierce shits himself on the court.
and
on
we-
the
Paul
court.
Pierce wheelchair game.
Because he's like crying. Pull it up.
How do I Google this? Like,
All right, let him
Go
listen.
to YouTube.
Do you want me to fill in the piff stuff while you're looking?
Yes,
or you want to
hit
hold
it.
off on that?
Yeah,
fill
go
in the
ahead.
what?
Go ahead.
The piff stuff.
Piff?
Piff.
That's what they call it.
Piff the Magic Dragon.
The investment stuff.
Who the hell is Piff?
The Public Investment Fund.
There it is.
Where's the second F? There's only one F?
Piff? Yeah, it's not piff.
Wouldn't it be Peef then?
clip it.
Sure. You know what I'll do? I'm gonna send an email to the Prince of Saudi Arabia, who's been known to chop people's heads off.
Yeah?
And let him know that you're pronouncing it wrong.
All right, perfect.
There you go.
I'll wait for the day, man. Or Pife. No. Pife or Peef. All right, go on.
Forget it. I think we got it now.
wow,
We
crazy.
filled the dead air. That was great.
What?
We really did.
All right, there he is.
What
He's
grown-
playing against Kobe.
There it goes. There it goes.
What?
Is anything there? It's coming. He's turtle heading right now.
No, dude, I felt that before so many times.
Is this real?
He doesn't have woods to go relieve himself, man.
I got
That's why
a
you
wee
got to
turtle
golf.
head poking.
Make sure you golf instead of playing basketball, so you can go relieve yourself whenever you want.
So let me guess. His shorts are white right now, and he gets up, and they're not. Like, how do we know this?
There's a lump right there.
Well, he's definitely got those
There's a
This isn't it. That's not a good
stretchy
foot.
pants on.
All right. Anyways, we gave that a true shot.
wow, good for us. Wow, we really.
I'll find a good clip.
All right, listen. The chat seems to think he shit his pants, so that's
Yeah.
enough for me.
Chat, can we confirm? Yes, we can now.
I believe you.
Are we
guys.
going to talk about? Wait, so what's this Piff thing? I'm sorry.
Sure. Okay.
Let's hear Piff.
So let's rewind. Right.
Yep.
So Live is funded by the PIF.
Right.
PIF is the Public Investment Fund. It's funded by Prince bin Salim, whatever how you whatever
Sim Sullivan.
Sim Sullivan. And so they started Live. When that starts to happen, obviously there's the whole division that goes on, and all those defections and people go to Live. PGA is struggling to keep the whole thing afloat. They need money. They sign an agreement with a private equity group called Specialty Sports Group, which is like Arthur Blank, owner of the Falcons, Robert Kraft, owner of the Patriots, all big money guys, like a $3 billion deal to help fund the PGA in their fight against the PIF. If you remember, it was June 6th last year, there was a private meeting with the PGA, Jay Monahan, CEO of the PGA, and Al Runyon, the guy who runs the PIF, who's the
shot.
kind of in charge.
This is a really good shot.
And a merger gets thrown out there that PGA will be merging with this PIF, basically Live, right? And they set a deadline for the 31st for this whole framework agreement that's going to merge these two entities, kind of like the NFL and the
That's a
AFL.
birdie, by the way.
NFL and
That's
AFL, joining together. It was a rival league with the NFL, and the NFL just said, let's just combine forces. So they put this all out there after Rory and everybody's dogging the Live.
Yeah.
Kind of like usurped everything that they stood for.
Yeah.
So they set this agreement for the 31st to put something together. It doesn't come together. They set another agreement, kind of deadline for right before the Masters. Doesn't happen. Have a secret meeting. It wasn't secret, but they have a meeting out in the Bahamas. All of the PGA board members are there. Tiger, Rory,
Big guys, the guys who hold down the
Cantlay, all the player advisory board they call it. It's basically their union.
Probably not Scheffler though. Right?
Scheffler's not on it. No, it's a voted delegate. You got to want to do it. It's extra time. It's a
Not something you're
volunteer
getting paid
thing.
for,
You don't
yeah.
get paid for it. It's just you just listen to all these guys.
Although
bitch and
some of
moan.
them just got paid, right?
Right. So that's where this is kind of coming to a head now.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are hearing about it. I'm sure that's where you heard the word PIF again.
Yeah.
So they're paying out what they're calling a player loyalty payout. So for the guys that didn't jump for the live money, they're now getting, based on a bunch of different parameters, of value, a dollar value in equity in the PGA Tour that vests over time and will, you'd assume, continue to grow in value.
Because it kind of shows their loyalty to them, and then they get loyalty. They're going to get it back.
So it's a little bit of a compensation for
Yeah.
not jumping for the money. The numbers don't quite scream live money. You heard guys got 150, $300 million.
No, but if you do your job, do your part, it should grow over time.
100%. So now you got
Very
skin in the game.
incentive-based. Yeah.
Right? You got a little bit of skin in the game. And it's going to hopefully keep people from defecting because it vests over years. If you decide to take live money in the next year or two, you lose your equity stake and you're leaving all that money on the table. So a little almost day late, dollar short, because had Rahm got a piece of that, you'd have to think maybe he rethinks the jump. And if Rahm
Yeah, he
doesn't
hates the jump right now, right?
If Rahm doesn't jump, I think live really nosedives. I think Rahm was the big punch for live this season. I don't really hear any other names. I don't know who they'd want. Like
when was the last time Dustin
gotta steal
Johnson was
Scheffler.
in the media?
Ain't happening.
Dustin Johnson was a big move, because he was one of the best. And where the hell is he? Where the hell are all these other guys, bro?
Yeah,
Where the hell is Sergio Garcia?
They're living life,
Paulina
man.
on his.
I get it.
They were
his
burnt.
$1 million
These guys didn't want to play.
They
it
sold
off.
their
Right.
souls.
Yeah.
I can't
Lame,
blame
bro.
any one of them.
No, neither can I. It comes
Anyone.
down to yourself and your family. I get it, but that's lame, bro.
So to break it down a little bit, this is how it's working out. And I guess you could. So it's almost $1 billion worth of payouts that are going out to players. I mean, it's not. We're not. This is big stuff that they're talking because they're going against the Saudis. You're going against like unlimited oil money, really. But
Literally, it's a currency glitch.
they're
Oh my
just
God.
printing it. Yeah,
Glitch. Yeah,
yeah. You glitched.
I did. Yeah, you guys heard that, Riz?
So it's $930 million in equity payouts, and it's broken down into 4 buckets. So 36 players are getting the lion's share, 80% of that money. $750 million being dispersed to 36 players, which are your Tigers, Jordan Spieths, Justin Thomas's, like your top 36.
Real quick, I
guys.
wonder who just misses out on that. I wonder who's the guy that just doesn't get that.
So I think everybody who's a PGA Tour member is getting something, but it
Okay.
could be. I mean, it's going down to. I'll get if you listen to the
Yeah,
breakout,
okay.
you'll see it.
Okay.
It kind of gets that it sounds
Sue
good.
said, "Grow up."
Sounds good.
I don't know what you said, but he said grow up.
Sold their soul.
Oh, they sold their.
I
soul.
said
big
sold their
guy.
souls, sold their souls very nonchalantly. Seuss, if you want to fight, let's go.
Yeah, no, he's right. So I mean, that's why some of this money doesn't make sense because Koepka got $250 million from Live, still gets to play in the majors.
Most of those live contracts are like they don't. If they were to win tournaments, they don't get that money. It kind of pays back the money they were given by.
So
Liv,
so
correct?
that was an original rumor, and I think somebody put that to bed from Live. That
Okay.
was a separate agreement. Money payouts are still paid out.
So you're
It's
making
not-
money on
It's
top
not
of
an
your live
advance on your earnings.
Gotcha.
That's what I'm told, or at least that's what they
Guys
came out
like
and
Matt
said.
Wolf just robbed Liv right to go over there because he's not doing anything.
Oh,
That
yeah.
sucks.
Anthony Kim.
But
That's a
terrible.
guy right there. That's a fucking.
But who are you robbing? They have it's
Yeah.
unlimited money. It's not like
They knew they weren't going to make that kind of money in PGA.
Never gonna happen.
No,
Never gonna
Even if
happen.
you are Scotty Scheffler, you're not going to make
He's
$800
not
million
gonna- He's not going to make that money.
No.
In his career, he's not going to. But anyway, so it's that $100 million to Tiger, $50 million to Rory, and then kind of tiered down from there. So those are impressive numbers
but
for
nothing.
like 3 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then when you get to the next level, it's $75 million broken across 64 players. So you're
Okay.
talking about $1 million and change each. Not chump change, but it ain't 250.
No.
Mm-hmm.
And that was for, again, you don't get any names. They haven't released any names or the
It
breakdown.
still, to me, is
Assuming you got it.
why. I mean, leave the politics and all that
Sure.
stuff alone. Why the hell wouldn't I want to go play in Live?
Because it doesn't have any weight when you win tournament. These guys care
These
about winning. They already
I
have
don't.
a lot
I
of
don't
money.
know if most of these guys care about legacy at this point.
So I think for a guy,
I think when you jump, you kind of forget that. Like you hope to build a new legacy, but there won't be enough time for those guys to build a legacy there.
No, like I feel like there hasn't been like
And I think that's why Rahm's killing himself.
But I
because-
also think like a legacy like Dustin Johnson's legacy is like when he had that a really good 2 years.
Yep.
Like that's
Yeah.
his legacy,
Sure.
but he never lived up to that legacy in PGA, and certainly not in
When
LIV.
he won the Masters.
Yeah, but
he's
that
got-
was-
he's
that was
got-
during his run.
He's got 25 wins. It's not, or 24, I think, wins. It's not. It's nothing to.
Right. So
to,
if the legacy's already built, why wouldn't you go take the guaranteed
1,000%.
money?
I think the question is, why do guys just starting their careers go? Because it's 48
Yeah.
guys. It's not 48 guys at the end of their career. Cam Smith was just starting to
Yeah, he was
really
about to
hit his
be-
stride.
Cam
He was
Smith
the
was
top three
awesome.
guy.
He won the British Open. I mean, he was in contention at every major.
It was like top 3 in the world for like a little
Sure.
little time.
So
but real quick, my
that's
thing
the
though,
question.
like
why did he go?
My thing is like with Liv, like how we're talking about like guys kind of starting their career there. Like when you have like a big win, like if they win 2 events in a row, it's like team based. I get it. I don't know really too much else about it, but like
There's individual
compared
titles,
to
yeah.
a guy like a young guy that's going to come on the PGA Tour, like say this 15-year-old kid comes up and wins 3 straight events. He's going to be like cemented already, and he's going to start his legacy where like somebody on Live Golf, you go and win 2 or 3 straight events in like your first 3, it's not going to be remembered. So that's like it's you're going to struggle building a legacy. So like legacy is kind of like out of the window at Live. Like I don't see anything impactful happening over there.
Well,
Like
you're going there for money. flat
yeah,
out.
yeah, that's the only thing is the money. So like
Yeah.
that's the basis, I guess, right?
But
like,
it's, so that's they really run parallel, right? Like
Yeah.
the guys that got the big contracts there, similar to PGA, it's DJ, it's Rom, like it's these $100 million guys over here. It's Tiger and Scotty and
Sousa.
Rory. Like they're almost starting to run parallel paths. Like the top guys get really paid. The purses now in the PGA are starting to look very similar to Live purses. $4 million to a winner, $3.5 million to a winner.
And, like,
Starting to
where did
look a
all-
lot like Live.
The whole beef I had with the PGA was they were reluctant to change, and then Liv came in and forced them to change. Now, where did all this money show up? All of a sudden, who was pocketing all that? It's not like they got
From
more
PGA.
viewers. Yeah, like they doubled the winnings.
Here's part of the issue with the PGA money scene, and that's where that's special. They put $3 billion into this. This is no joke.
Yeah, but that's starting this year. They made all these changes last year, right?
But they were not. It was not sustainable, which is
Sit.
why they
They
were.
needed the money.
So this is where when the PGA starts to do the numbers and go, if we're going to start putting up $3.5–4 million purses, we will not be able to. We will be out of business.
You're going to
in
lose
2
money.
years.
Yeah.
The ad money isn't coming up. The sponsors aren't going to foot the bill. So
Yeah.
what's the benefit for them to just spend more money? So they got to that point, I think, last summer where they got into bed with this.
Nice shot there.
They had to go into bed
Hell
with
yeah.
Piff and start to like go. We have to make something work here.
good one.
And then they said, we just signed a deal with the devil. Maybe we can get a bailout from some American companies.
So
So they
the-
leverage both sides against the middle.
Isn't there one entity? that
Riveting
owns-
stuff here, folks. I apologize. But
No,
this is like
this is
real
great.
golf nerd shit
Riveting.
for me.
I do agree with Seuss's last comment, though. I mean, that's pretty much
100%. It's a
the-
personal choice, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's all it boils down to.
But
Seuss-
I agree
Seuss
with
was
that
right.
until you get guys like Rom who are miserable there, but they have all the money in the world. But now it hasn't made him happy. So like money doesn't buy you happiness, and I'm a firm believer in that. You know what makes you happy? 92 heart rate and a Miller Lite.
Holy cow! Cheers.
Salute.
Can we? I know this was very
drive.
very good talk right there, but I have not seen Rickie's hole in one. Can we? Can I see that?
So wait a minute. Let's set this up. Let's
Yeah.
not just.
Let's
do
set it
a
up.
foreplay
Yes.
before we go.
Give me.
So on Wednesday.
Give me some. Download
On Wednesday last week
That'd
in
be-
our beloved Garden State.
Top
Rick-
left corner. Check out our beautiful outline. Go
That's
on.
right. I can't point it. Nobody's going to see it if I point in the screen where it is. But
Nah.
so Pine Valley down in Southwest Jersey is perennially, for I don't even know how many years straight, the number 1 ranked course in the country in like the Golf Digest
Yep.
top 100.
Yep.
Every ranking you can imagine, impossible to get into.
Impossible.
And Ricky and JT were down there with Eli Manning this past week. So if you saw a
Oh, they were with Eli.
They were with Eli.
No way, I didn't know that.
If you saw a private jet fly over your house at some point, it might have been the boys flying in to get a quick round
Yeah.
at Pine Valley.
Yeah.
And their famous par 3. I think it's the 6th. I could be wrong, but
So you're not supposed to film at Pine Valley, right? So there's
no
a little
cameras.
No, yeah.
Yeah, a bit of a. I'm surprised we got the video because I heard it was going to be ripped down pretty quickly.
Let's
And the
pull up that video if we have
bit of
it.
hardest course in America.
I don't think it's the hardest. I think it's always ranked as the best course.
It's just
to play.
coveted as the best.
Very like Dunesy.
So here we go.
Oh, we have it. Oh,
We have some
Stroked
video.
it.
you want to? Can you full screen this?
No,
No,
because
it's just short.
So it's hard to see, but it
It's hard
lands
to
long,
see.
rolls back. Yeah, and there's JT jumping on Rickie Fowler's back.
So who
like
was
the
in
boys.
that foursome?
So it was Eli. There's a picture. I don't recognize the fourth guy, but it was Eli, JT, Rickie, and a fourth.
So why JT's missing cuts all over the place? This is what he's doing, right? I mean, you're playing golf, I guess, right?
He's practicing.
Dude, that's awesome.
So pretty cool.
Oh, great side view right there of the shades, man.
Yeah.
Got some good shades
that?
on there.
Yeah. So the boys were in
That's cool.
Jersey. A couple PGA guys were in Jersey this week.
Do we have any hole-in-ones in the room?
I
Zero.
don't currently.
0.
I have a hole in threes.
I almost had my first at Gamblers or
Doesn't
No,
count.
I'm sorry, Lakewood Country Club. I almost had my first a few weeks ago. Like
What,
a month
number
ago.
2?
No, on 16 or 15.
Oh, the short one.
Yeah.
The LCC.
Yeah, the
one.
Yeah,
LCC
right-
one.
yeah, the
that's a
LCC
great,
one.
That's a great little hole.
I hit it. It like drew in perfectly. Like spun right behind it and spun back next to it.
Yeah.
Really close.
There's a
Like
little backstop on it too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and I missed my birdie putt, of course.
I have
'cause,
one
you know,
more
that's how we do.
question on the PIV Live PGA thing, then we're
Let me
moving
get,
on.
let me get
forever.
my notes.
Piff, live, sniff.
There's one entity that they merged at some point, right?
Yes.
Everybody went nuts.
Yes.
So who owns everything right now? Like, what's
So it's a now it is a for-profit organization, the PGA. So very similar to NFL and all the other organizations.
Yep.
Specialty Sports Group is a minority owner,
Roll.
and the PGA membership, I believe, now with all this equity, will be part owners.
okay?
So
But now, is there a window for them to still merge, or how do we get?
they just keep
everyone
pushing
playing?
this deadline back. So I think the holdup, right? They had aimed, like I said, they had aimed for December 31st. That was like a hard deadline to. They had a framework, they called it. So
Yeah.
they kept referring to it as it wasn't a merger; it was a framework. Like we agree in principle that we're going to get together, we're going to make this work. Let's just iron out the details. They haven't ironed out those details. June 6th, which we're not that far off, we're 2 months away from it.
Yeah.
Coming up on a full year that they haven't been able to work this out. And I think the big holdup is the path for the live guys to get back into the PGA.
I think we all agree we need to get all golf under one roof.
100%.
Absolutely.
But the
It's
question,
terrible right now.
so was this payout the first step? Because one of the big holdup was if they're going to come back,
Yeah, how
what
can
does
they
it
keep their
cost
money?
them?
Yeah.
What does it cost them? Do they pay back into the PGA? Do they repay that money to the? However, there's got to be some penalty that we stayed here, we didn't get paid, they got paid, they can't just come back and play. All right, now you got paid too. So everybody shut up and let them back, right? They got paid, you got paid, everybody's paid. Now let's play golf again.
Yeah.
I mean, their payday's not.
No, but there's that ownership part of it, right? That's so what's worth more, the cash up front or the the back end? And it's sure. I mean, but again, it's a personal choice.
You got to get these guys playing under one roof. I can't watch golf with
The
just
thing that
some
killed-
good players on here.
So Seuss is probably going to shit all over this, and I'm
He's gone,
he's
but-
leaving. I'm bummed
Yeah.
about that. Maybe we'll save it for next week when Seuss is back because I want to hear his side of this. On a big part of the argument for live was, I play less, right? I get more money,
I shot there by the commission.
and it seems like these guys are now playing the live schedule and then hopping onto like ancillary tours to try to get world golf ranking points so that they can play in majors.
Yes.
Like you got who was the guy he was killing it.
Is Live acknowledged for world golf rankings yet, or
No, and they're not going
So
to be.
they're
It's a 54 hole tournament.
yeah. That's true.
They're never going to get ranking points for it.
54 too is like, why? Is it just Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yes.
Dude,
That's why the guys like it too.
Yeah.
I- less golf.
I guess, but like, God, that's
Yeah.
that's
It's not demanding. That's the problem. That's why
Right.
they love it.
But
Is
it's
it-
just a little bit of the hypocrisy of I want to play less, but now I
Yeah,
play this full
work-life balance.
schedule, and then I'm going and playing in Australia and China and Japan to get these points so I can come back and play the Masters.
It's not just happening in Live. Like work-life balance across all companies is becoming a real issue, I think. And
Yeah.
finding a happy medium for the guys that are killing it are getting well paid, but the other half of it is like, oh, why do I have to kill myself to get paid? Well, I do my job good.
Well, nobody's going to feel bad for somebody who makes
No, not at that level.
$10 million a year
No,
to play
it's-
golf.
no.
Like cry me a river.
Yep.
Like,
It just-
sorry,
I
you had
see
to fly
it.
home on a private jet last night and go hit the golf course in 2 days. Like,
I see it in the workplace. It's just everywhere. It's
1,000%.
How do I make more money and work less?
Sure.
And live figured it out.
Get replaced by a robot. And then,
What a drive, baby!
cut
Look
that
at that
corner.
thing right there.
Beauty.
It's an absolute beaut, boys.
so just last thing, just to hammer it really home.
Yeah.
Another $100 million of equity is going to be paid out in 2025 to top performers. So there's another
there's
round of
incentive there.
payouts coming.
Yeah, a little incentivized.
Yeah.
So as we hit our last furlong here, we'll finish off with the NFL draft recap. I felt like this year was a boring draft. I don't know. It was all offensive or players.
It was a good draft,
So,
though. It was
QB heavy, huh?
really well-rounded draft. I think most teams drafted good for the
That's
most
the
part.
Atlanta Falcons.
That's your hot take?
Yeah,
Everybody did all right.
Literally, my hot take is that majority of teams, like 90% of teams, drafted good. There weren't many teams that drafted
Just
bad.
check the boxes.
Yeah, like the Panthers drafted very good.
Jets had so many picks that they ended up trading some of those picks for next year's draft because they really anybody they draft this year is not going to be. They don't need anybody this year. They got to
It's
start
like
preparing
once
it for
you
2
get,
years from now.
Once you get out of the 4th round, it's really
a crapshoot.
Your chances of becoming an NFL player are so slim.
Yeah, most of these guys are cut.
Practice squad.
Yeah,
That like, and that's like what a lot of people say. Like if you listen to like a lot of these like online
Unless
Twitter
you're Tom Brady.
GMs, right? Is like if teams are asking for a 7th, 6th, 5th round pick to move up into the 3rd round, do it all day because the odds of your player making it from the 7th round, right? You have the Tom Brady's, you have the Brock Purdy's,
1 in a billion.
oh, stay dry.
Too good. Too good.
Baloosh in the
he,
pool.
he hit that really well too.
like the odds of you doing something is so slim that go get that 3rd round draft pick and trade away those picks because
Yeah.
the talent level just drops off tremendously.
Just go buy some tackling dummies and replace those 7th round picks with them.
Essentially,
I was happy with the Jets draft overall. I mean, I went to the draft party at MetLife and it was cool. I got to tour the locker rooms and got to see the stuff, be on the field.
I saw videos of it. It looked cool.
It was all right. I wouldn't do it again, but I was like, yeah, I did it. You
did
know, That's all. it
You're
would
just
be.
him. You're different.
So
You got to do it.
I'll take the
Man.
curmudgeon Dave Goody stance on this one because I've totally lost. I put the draft on for the first pick, and
We all knew it was going to be Caleb.
we knew what it was
Williams.
going to be. I watched maybe the first 5. It's a little bit exciting.
Did
They
they
kind of
both go
drag
in?
it out, but I've lost all interest because nobody's drafting a generational guy anymore. It's like 3-year rookie contracting out. You either get paid or you don't get paid. Like the I got my guy. The Cowboys built their team off draft picks in the 90s. They started with their offensive line. They made moves that stuck for 10 years of really good football. And then I just
So-
don't see that happen anymore because people just leave. Free agency comes up, they get paid, they get the big payday, and they bail. It ain't like it used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
But
Look at Justin Fields, number 1. He's on a new team in 3. Like, how does that happen? How does a number 1
Same with
seed?
a lot of it is because these coaches in the 90s, early 2000s, they had 6, 7 years to develop a team, right? These guys, if
2
you're,
years,
if
3
you're,
years.
yeah, if you're not winning in 2 years or showing like this team's gonna turn around, then like you're gone. Like Dayball, if he doesn't win this year,
Right.
he's gone.
Yeah, it sucks.
So there's no time to develop talent.
I love
there's
Dable.
no, there's
Dude,
no.
he could develop QBs. I'll give him
but
that.
so that's that.
But he did it as an OC where he had probably all the time in the world. Right?
Yeah, and he was doing well with Daniel Jones. He got his money for Daniel Jones, and then just Daniel Jones. Look at that shot. That's going to be a birdie if he stays in. Come on.
That was my thing with the Giants draft pick, and I'm not a Giants fan for anyone listening, but like I was shocked that Dayball didn't, unless if ownership said like, "Hey, you can't draft a quarterback," because when you draft a quarterback, all that does is extend the coach and the GM, because you can't draft a quarterback,
And they
fire him,
fire the coach.
and then now you're going to tell a new coach, "Hey,
Here's your quarterback.
we know you didn't draft this guy, but you're stuck with him."
Right.
And it's not like a
Same
Come on,
shot.
2 in a
Oh,
row.
same
Oh
shot.
my
Shot.
God.
Wow.
so.
Yeah.
You got this. Come on. Try harder.
Somebody hit the Jeopardy one on him.
Try harder. Yeah, that ass.
Where's the another one?
Oh, just give it up. You know.
DJ
it's-
Khaled.
Wow, double take.
So like that's the thing, but I don't disagree in the sense of like players get drafted and then like it's not like there's, unless you're a franchise quarterback, for the most part you're leaving
So when
after the second contract.
do you think the NBAization of the NFL is not that far off. The super team, I'm going here. I'm bringing my buddies with me.
The problem with the NFL is there's 53
Too many
players
people.
on a roster instead
Right.
of 12.
Right.
So like the luxury tax in the NBA when you go over your, whatever, is so much less than that. And the
Sure.
NFL
You're covering 12 guys' salary.
and the NFL doesn't allow it. But like if you look at like the Eagles roster and how it's constructed, like you go on Twitter and you see like the Eagles signed this guy, the Eagles signed that guy, the Eagles signed this guy, and people are like, how the hell did they do it? And it's because
Somebody's talking.
well, then no, because if you have a really good GM, which like you're a Cowboy fan, like let's be honest, like
We don't have a GM.
Jerry Jones is a shitty GM.
Sure.
But like if you have a really good GM and that's his only job, like he's gonna create space because he knows how to manipulate the numbers. Okay, if I can make this into a signing bonus, it doesn't go against the cap.
Sure.
So now all of a
Right.
sudden the guy is gonna make $2 million this year, but his signing bonus for his new contract is $12 million.
I saw a tweet today that said if I'm a GM,
Eyeing it up.
if I'm an NFL GM on draft day and my phone rings and it's Howie, don't answer the phone because
Yeah.
you're getting fucked.
Yeah.
He's gonna figure out a way to pull something off and fuck you.
Like
Because he's that good. Like, make you think you got a deal and,
hole in one. Hole in
Let's
one.
go.
Imagine that. Hole in
Let's
one for
go.
the par.
No.
All American hole in one.
But right, like there's ways around the salary cap in the NFL.
Yes,
But you will never get people that are going to buy into it because the NFL more so than PGA or Live, they want the money. And they deserve the money, right? Like most of these guys' NFL careers are, I think,
Yeah,
it's
well,
like,
you're not going to play 25 years like in the PGA,
And you're going to be broken
Right.
and you're going to
Yeah.
have CTE. And
right. Like, but I think like the average NFL career is like
7 years.
no,
No.
it's like
2 years, 2.7 years. Yeah, it's you got to for all the Tom Brady's there's just as many. I had a cup of coffee.
right.
Yeah.
I was on the practice squad for the Vikings.
Right.
Think like Brock Lesnar. He was a practice squad guy for 1 year.
A lot of guys walk on.
Yep.
Make
And
it
that's
make it third string. Maybe get a couple
horrible.
snaps and special
So-
teamers. Like think
so,
about all
like-
the special teamer guys. You couldn't name one of them.
Right. So these guys that are just getting crushed, like they don't like at the end of the day,
No,
like,
I
they don't care
get it.
because
yeah.
a majority of these guys, like,
And how do you-
what's the legacy? Like,
Right, and you
there's
still-
only so many Hall of Fame spots,
Sure.
right? Like,
And what are you going to do? You're going to get a beast quarterback, a couple wide receivers, and then the defense is going to suck.
right.
Right, you're not going to win.
It's a good par save, right?
Yeah, it's
Very nice, very nice parsley. Very nice, very
Never
nice.
going to
very
happen.
nice.
So you heard it here, folks. There will never be a super team made out of free agency in the NFL.
At a free agency, no. If you are lucky enough
Amazing
and you
draft.
draft well,
Couple
like,
years in a row, you get some beasts.
like you could argue that. I hate using them as an example because they're my team, but like that Bengals team that went to the Super Bowl, their offensive line was trash. But like you look at their positional players, and this
Jamar
was
Chase.
all drafted guys.
Right.
Jamar Chase,
Joe
T. Higgins,
Burrows.
Burrow, Mixon, Tyler Boyd, who was there? C.J. Uzama, who was a really good tight end for them that year.
Yeah.
Like these guys were all drafted. They're all their draft
Right.
picks.
Right.
Like
Sure. That was the Cowboys of the 90s.
Right.
They traded Herschel Walker and got Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, a beast offensive line.
But now what
like,
happens? Now we look 4 years down the line, not even 3 years down the line.
Who's still there?
Who's still there? Jamar Chase, Burrow, Mixon was cut this year.
T. Higgins on a new team yet or no?
T. Higgins will not be traded. He'll be there, but he'll be gone next year.
Right.
Tyler Boyd is still a free agent.
Yeah.
Mike's
C.J.
crushing it
Uzama is
off
on
the
his
tee.
second team after he was a free agent.
That's the problem. It's those second contracts are the killers, right?
Yeah, and these
You get
players,
lucky for those 3 years. You ride them on the rookie contract, and then you can't keep everybody.
Right.
You just can't keep everybody. As creative as you could be with contracts, you still can't keep everybody.
You have to have really, really, really wealthy owners in the NFL, and most owners
Are cheap.
bought in the set. Well, no, most of them bought in the 70s or 80s when it was $80 million to buy
Right
an
now they're
NFL
worth $50
team.
billion.
Right, and that's their only source of income.
What about your AEW guy, Jack's down in Jacksonville?
Tony?
He's got to have unlimited money. No,
Yeah, but I think
he doesn't want to spend it all.
I mean,
It's a side project.
yeah, I have no idea. But like at the end of the day, like most of these guys, most of these owners, beside like, they make their living off of their football team.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know? Like that's just the like for as many.
Not every owner's like a Steve Cohen.
Right. Or
Yeah.
a Cuban.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
Where
a
it's
lot.
just play money. It's funny money for
like
those guys.
Like
Yeah.
the Buffalo Bills. Like their owners are just like
Ralph Wilson.
right. Like random ass
Oh.
people.
Yeah.
Who
Stumbled into shit, right?
Like
the
the-
Rooneys.
the Brown family, the Rooneys. Like they make their money.
Can you believe they said the Chiefs? Did you see the survey of the
Yeah, they're
Chiefs
the
being
worst.
the cheapest owners? They've won a couple Super Bowls now. They've got they got to be making money hand over fist on
Of
that
course,
organization.
but they make their money via the NFL. Like they don't. I don't know
Yeah.
where else they make their
They
money.
got
from.
Well, they were like an OG. They were an AFL
Right,
family.
that's what I'm
right?
saying.
It's called the Lamar Hunt Trophy.
It's not like they own a 7-Eleven though. Like they do own an NFL franchise, like right? And they
100%.
have to be
But it's not.
generating.
But it's not liquid, right? It's not.
I'm still
And
still
it-
gonna be
and it's-
profiting, right? Money.
course, yeah.
But
no,
the
yeah.
NFL is also a very strange league because it's a profit share, right? So like every owner makes
That's why they all love Roger Goodell because he wants to
20
grow the brand.
right.
Equal share.
Yeah.
so they all make
1/32.
$20 million. Well, whatever the number is. So that's why like
No
these
way.
these teams
Wow.
I gave it a run.
like when you give a guaranteed contract, that money goes into escrow. So like if you don't have it, like sorry about it, like
They're still getting paid.
you can't but you can't get that guaranteed money to the guys.
Whoa.
So like for instance, like the Bengals when they had to sign Joe Burrow, everything in Cincinnati had no like Paul Brown Stadium was the name of the stadium.
Right.
Now it's
Paycor.
Paycor. Right. When they built their bubble over there,
Sure. They're gonna put
it
names
was
on
nothing.
everything. Yeah.
But now it's XL. It's whatever
yeah.
whatever the name is. And
Selling
that's
all the naming rights.
Right, and that's because they didn't have money to pay the guaranteed
Isn't that
contracts.
amazing? The amount of money that this league generates,
Yeah,
and an owner's got to
default.
borrow and sell everything.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, like what kind of life are you living that you're not living within your means of maybe a
Well,
But
whole
it's not
yeah,
even
yeah.
that. It's just these guys like okay,
Well, they're not going to use their personal money to do it. That's
right,
the point.
yeah.
Like,
right. So like Joe Burrow's new contract is like $96 million guaranteed or whatever it was. Might have been more. I bet you it's more.
We'll put it this way: I guess the owner could take a pay cut, or he could sell the name on the side of the building.
Yeah,
Easy decision, right?
Yeah.
Sell everything.
I must say it is bright in here.
What do you think? We should go to a little mood lighting next time.
I don't know.
Put
I
the
just had
stunner-
I've
put
had
the
my
stunner
glasses
shades
on.
on.
I've had
Put
my
the
glasses
stunners
on
on.
the whole time. I took them off. I almost went
You
blind.
got to go jailhouse style in here and put like newspaper over the.
yeah.
Over
Should
the
I dim
lights.
it? Should I? You want
It's
a
so
little
much
dim in
better
here?
with the glasses on.
You want to dim it in here?
I don't
It
want to
looks-
dim
It
it.
looks sexy with the glasses on.
You look sexy 24/7.
The problem is if you dim the lights, you can't see us like so beautifully on the camera, and they are sharp right now.
Yeah.
You are
Usually,
not
like
kidding.
like lighting is bright for.
How's the
this kind of stuff.
how's the nothing.
So
Yeah.
we kind of got away from
perfect.
the draft talk because to me the money aspect of the
Is
NFL,
ruining the NFL.
yes and no.
I thought it always ruined baseball. To be honest with you, the Pirates will never ever be relevant. Like
no, but like
The amount of people I saw put up career numbers in a contract year in baseball and then absolutely tank that's when I started to lose interest. You got the Beltrans and some of those guys that just 50 home runs, 125 RBIs in their contract
Jason
year.
Day.
They get paid.
Jason
and then they're
Bay.
He's
What
so
a
upset about
gone.
that.
Giambi. Like there was a lot of those
blast
guys
from
that
the
just
past.
went
dude.
bananas in a contract year. And it's like,
Yoenis Cespedes
Yoenis Cespedes.
carried us to the World Series and then didn't. I don't think played like 50 games.
The
rest of his
Yoenis,
career.
the disappearance
You
of
gotta watch
Yoenis
out for those-
Cespedes needs to be studied.
you got to watch out for those Oakland A's guys. They never translate well outside of Oakland. The
Yeah.
Moneyball guys.
Moneyball is an awesome movie.
I
Have you
disagree.
ever
Josh
watched
Donaldson
Moneyball?
went to Toronto, won an MVP.
Where's he now?
He's
Retired.
He's
Five
old, though.
different
he's like
spots.
30,
He's
like
retired.
37.
He's retired.
Have you ever watched Moneyball?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Of
Great
course.
movie.
Making sure.
Yeah.
Phenomenal movie. Of course. I've
Get
seen.
the
I've
answer
seen.
you're looking for. You hang up.
Yeah. I've seen majority. I've seen 99% of baseball movies. Pretty
Moneyball's
much all.
good. Draft Day. I love
Big
draft
draft
day.
day.
Never seen Draft Day.
What were we talking about the other day? 61?
61's a good one.
61.
Roger Maris. It was an HBO movie.
I think I
still.
saw a little bit of
Yeah, I
that.
saw it.
I still think Bull
Mickey
Durham.
Mantle, Roger Maris.
Bull Durham's the best baseball
42.
movie of all time.
42
Chadwick
is another.
Boseman.
I mean, 42
Black
was
Panther.
great. Yeah,
Angels in the Outfield.
very good movie.
So-
Bull Durham's the best.
It's funny you brought that up. The mom from Angels in the Outfield.
The pigeon
kid,
lady. Well, the mom in Angels from the Outfield is the pigeon lady from Home Alone, and the kid is the Gordon Lovett. Or
No, but yes. Sorry, not Angel. What's the other one? The Cubs one.
Oh, Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year. The mom from that.
Yeah, Smoke Show.
Her son is in the league right now.
No,
Major League Baseball player. Got a hit
Yeah?
last night.
I think I heard that something about that
Really?
last year about him coming up.
that's
Yeah.
really cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rookie of the Year.
the floater.
Well,
Yep.
floated.
It's Scuffy McGee.
What? Floated.
That dude.
So, Amy Morton.
We're gonna play some ball here. We're gonna play some
No.
ball.
Is it
He's
Amy
like
Morton?
locked in the locker
Funny.
room.
So
the
that's
guy had
another
a
Home Alone
hyphenated
guy.
last name. It was like
Yeah, that's right.
Marv.
Crow. something.
Mary's the mom, right?
Did you know? You ever see the show Wonder Years?
I don't remember her name. Yeah, sure.
The guy who
Topanga.
narrates.
Oh.
No, that's Boy Meets World.
Okay. That was
one-
based off of
Well, Boy Meets World and the guy who does
Fred Savage.
they're brothers, Fred and Ben Savage.
Ben Savage, right.
The guy who narrates Boy Meets World is Marv from Home Alone and Rookie
The
of the
Wet
Year.
Bandits.
Yes.
We're gonna play some ball.
Yeah.
We're gonna play some ball.
Daniel Stern. Great.
Yes,
Great
yes.
comedic actor.
All right.
One of those
these guys
character
gotta work
actors
here.
like that you just don't see in movies anymore.
You guys have seen Bull Durham, though, right?
Of course.
No. What is it
No,
called?
Are you kidding?
Bull Durham. It's
No.
but it's Bull Durham.
What's her name? Susan Sarandon, right?
Susan
Was the
Sarandon.
house mom.
Oh yeah, she's the best. Susan Sarandon, man.
Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner, one of his best, man.
Yeah, dude. You got to watch Bull Durham.
I
It's-
think-
it's the Bull Durhams is a minor league baseball.
I
team.
think Bull Durham is better than Field of Dreams.
I
I
never
think
saw
it's-
Field of Dreams either.
Yes.
That's tough. That's a really tough look for you, and that's coming from a guy who doesn't watch movies. It's a really tough look for you, man.
You
I'm
got to
not
watch.
gonna
No,
lie.
you got to watch Bull Durham, dude.
It's
Yeah,
phenomenal.
Aaron Judge kind of ruined
Oh,
Field
what
of
about
Dreams for
the-
me when they did the whole Field of Dreams game.
Are you serious right now? What do you mean Aaron Judge ruined it
It
for
just ruined it for me.
you? What?
Coming out of this.
That's one of the
corn stuff,
best baseball games ever played in the modern era.
That's pushing it.
No, it's not.
Did you see The
It
Natural?
was overrated.
The Natural. How
Are
about-
we serious right now?
Like 60 people watched that game live.
What?
It was a tough
Everybody
watch.
watched it.
It was a
What do
really
you-
tough look.
It ended with a walk-off home run.
I know, but they were
It
in
was
a
one of the
cornfield.
best games.
Sorry, I didn't watch it.
That was like one of the joke fields you pick when you played a video game.
What?
It wasn't real.
Build your own
It
stadium.
wasn't real life.
Oh my God, you guys.
How about The Natural? Did you ever see The Natural?
Yes, I've seen a natural. Hits the
Never
ball,
seen
hits the
Natural.
cover off the ball.
That's another bad look for you.
Really?
Robert Redford.
I'll tell you what, man. You and oh,
I've seen a
The
lot
guy
of movies.
the guy makes a bat out of a piece of wood that was struck by like tree that was struck by lightning.
You ever
Yeah.
see Casino? He
No.
used a bat at the end of the movie.
no,
You never see Casino?
never.
Oh my gosh. Come on.
That's a terrible look for you.
He's gonna say I'm just joking.
I'm not joking.
No.
Godfather,
It's a bad look for you.
Goodfellas, Casino. That's like the holy trilogy.
Yep.
Don't
All
yell.
right,
Don't,
homework
don't,
for
don't,
everybody.
don't yell at me.
Joe Pesci.
Don't yell.
Homework
Don't
for-
yell at me.
Homework for everybody
So
tonight.
where
You
did these
laughing at
guys
me?
finish?
What am I, a joke?
No, don't yell. No,
Even.
don't yell at me.
Finished even. They grinded
didn't see
even.
Godfather,
No,
Goodfellas.
they played
None of them.
par golf.
No, none of the three?
Yeah, one bogey, one birdie.
Really? Oh, this is going to be amazing for you. We should do a live watch and have Feeney watch
Never seen Godfather.
one of the mafia
Goodfellas.
movies for the first time on
I
screen.
saw Say Hello to My Little Friend.
Scarface.
Scarface. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I seen one or two of the Rockies.
not even
Wait, hold
close.
on. They got the leaderboard up right now.
Hello.
So they finished even, which seems to be middle of the
Tony
pack.
Short.
Fire. They're out there right now. Go get them. Bring them in.
They're so.
I gotta get the board
Whose
set up.
hair is this in my microphone? What is that? It's disgusting,
It's gotta be yours, man.
bro. That is not mine.
That's the beard screen.
Let me study that real quick. Hold on. Is that mine?
-7, so those guys went off. Jared Putman again, -4. We should feature Tony Short next week if we can't get Putman.
No.
They're right here, right? We can
Yeah.
mic them up easy.
Yep, we'll mic him up. We'll get him on there. So, yeah.
All right, so we're coming down to there's a couple contenders here for the final round.
Like
Yeah.
popping a pimple.
But can't figure it out, huh? Had to be come from somewhere. You're the only one that sits there.
Folks, if you see anything you want us to talk about, put them in the chat. Throw it
Yeah.
up there. Put a comment.
Email
we'll talk
us,
about it next week.
Send us a DM.
Pigeon mail.
Send it to our PO box. How about that? Do we have a PO box?
Nope.
Crazy. Don't send it to our PO box because it's non-existent.
It's good though. Vibes are high.
Vibes are fantastic. They're
Talked
flying.
about some-
Listen, it was a scary couple minutes there today when I thought we were gonna have to send the search party out for Feeney.
No,
I was a little nervous.
Yeah, man, we were all worried about you,
We were
dude.
I
scared.
appreciate you guys.
I was-
man.
Couldn't
Worried
find
about
where
it.
Feeney was at today as we tried to go down our agenda. We have a little pregame Monday nights, and Feeney was just busy at work today, man.
Yeah, you know, busy
Just-
guys.
Just bulking up.
Just
Who
out
the
here.
hell is only on hole 11?
Go. Switch over.
They're -1.
Search the bays.
Someone's only on hole 9.
You guys want to keep going? Or you want to wrap it up?
Nah.
Someone's
Wrap
through.
it up.
Someone's through
Wow,
9.
we hit the mark again.
Yeah, right at 9:30.
We're getting good at this.
Yeah, we
So
are.
good.
I think we should wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
I
All
think-
right, Dave.
I think if we hit the mark 4 times, it's the Grand Slam.
What are we on, 2?
2 in a row. No pressure, guys.
Just call
Yep,
it Scotty.
Who's that- who's that guy?
You know that guy?
Who's that guy?
I don't know that guy.
Dude, I love the Wider Woods guy. The fat
Wider Woods.
on Instagram or
Oh,
TikTok.
yes.
Never
The
heard
fat,
of her.
the fat
Yo.
golfer.
The names people were coming
Yes,
up for
did you see
him.
the name? I sent it to you.
Pull it up, dude.
Wider.
That's worth it. The name.
You know what they call me, right? Phil Thickelson.
Yeah, dude, they had Phil Mickelson, but it was like Fill Mickelson. The names they were coming up with.
Did they have Chubba Watson? Because that's what my boys call me as well.
The names. The internet is undefeated.
This could get
It
me
is
see if I can pull it up.
undefeated.
this could get real interesting.
Let's get interesting.
No,
Let's-
dude,
Keep,
it's-
keep the chat going while I find this.
Yeah, no, it's
Oh,
first
no.
of all, the guy's a stick apparently,
yes, he's
he can
actually really
play.
good.
and everything that was popping up was everyone was better.
Wider
than him.
Woods.
I don't know if I got it's
Dude. When every time I read something like that's the best thing I'm going to read, and then the next one popped up, and
What
it
do you
was
want me
better.
to just read some of the comments?
yeah. It's
So,
in
but
his
the
Instagram.
video was
I sent
throwing
it to you guys
the
in the
video
chat.
was throwing the comments up on the screen.
Yes.
You know, it was like overlaying with
Yep,
the comments.
it was
but
so
they
good.
were phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Like I love like any fat shaming name for any famous.
Fat
athlete.
Perez is the best name.
I
out
mean,
there.
yeah, but like Anthony
Oh, so
Fedwards.
wait, just go to the video. They highlight them in the actual video.
But the fact that Fat Perez looks like Pat Perez is wild.
Cookie Bets instead of Mookie Bets.
Wait, no, this is not the video I sent.
This is the video
There was a different video.
I saw it. It came up in my feed.
Oh,
And I like audibly laughed out loud.
Shooter McDonald.
Right here.
Shooter McDonald's.
Greg Normus,
Yes.
Scotty Scheffler, Chef, Tony Feed now, Phil Mickelson, Rory Big McElroy,
Hell yeah.
Heavy
Heavy Ballesteros. That's a killer one.
John Ramen Noodles, Patrick Feed,
Patrick Feed.
Bubba Burgers Watson,
Nah, Chubba
Happy
Watson.
Meal Gilmore, Shooter McDonald's, Uncle Phil Mickelson,
Uncle Phil Mickelson is crazy.
Notorious PUT.
Damn.
This is yeah,
Last name ever, first name greatest.
great
time,
stuff.
bro.
God
All
bless
right.
the internet. We love you.
Yeah.
We love you all.
Thank you all for hanging out with us tonight as we build this stream up and make it something. And
Tell your friends.
yeah, share it. Put the word out there for us. Do a good deed for the Golf Kings team.
Spit it out, fella.
Oh man, my heart rate again.
One beer.
Check it. Last one before we leave.
Last word.
Do we have to call the doctor?
I'm at
64 degrees out. 61 I'm at.
Uh-oh. After that laughing fit. I was at 67 9 minutes ago, but it's measuring now.
How real is it? This can't be.
home.
84, baby. I dropped.
Fuck, I'm at 90.
Are you at 90?
Yeah.
84.
I wonder what I'm
78.
at.
78. Shocked
you
me
at?
back in.
I'm at what's perfect? No. What did you say? I forget.
I forget.
It was
like-
in like the 40s.
Okay, I'm at 87.
That's more like it.
Yeah.
yeah. All right, I'm going to get food.
Yep. Let's cut it out here, boys. As always, I love having this. This thing we have going for once a week. It's fun hanging out with y'all. So
Don't make me sentimental right now. Probably.
appreciate you. We'll post some highlights, some blooper videos throughout the week. Follow our YouTube, TikTok.
Joe Rogan.
And make
we're
sure you
here
guys
for you, buddy.
smash the sub
Yeah.
button. Make sure you guys follow us on all socials.
Yep. Appreciate y'all. Have a good night, everyone.
Alpha Brain.
Later.
Artlist.io.